Okay guys, jumping right into it, I'm taking this Laura Geller Spackle Mist, and this is a primer, and you can also use it to hydrate your skin and put it on to set your makeup as well. As you can see, I'm ODing with the product, but look, it's just so good. Now let's get into the palette. I was so excited to get everything that I ordered. I was super happy. First of all, the packaging is bomb. It is so spot on. All of the colors are super gorgeous. You have glitters, shimmers, and you have your mattes in this palette. I'm taking the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I'm going to be using this to prime my eyelids. As you can see, I'm using more of like a dense brush, and I'm using this to buff that concealer in. You want to take your time and really press it into the skin and not really swipe it around, just so that you don't disturb the product. Now I'm taking some Scotch tape and actually used the last bit of it. Like, as you can see, it was completely gone, but it was just enough tape for me to have enough on both sides of my face, so everything was balanced. You want to take your tape and apply it to the back of your hand a few times just to loosen it up and make it not as sticky, so that way when you're taking this off, it doesn't pull too much on the skin. And I'm applying that at an angle. First color we're taking is Dead Man's Toe, and I'm going to be applying this all up into the crease. As you can see, I'm really taking my time packing it on with this small pencil brush, blending, going back in, applying more color. It's just a lot of back and forth because I really wanted to build it up. These colors are very, very buttery and buildable, so you can apply as little or as much color as you want. Also, I'm making sure that I pull that color all the way to where the tape is to have a wing. Now I'm going in with Tis Firm, and this is a black matte color, but it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. One thing I did notice is that it's not like a true black, it's more of like a soft black, so you can also build this color up. I noticed that I wanted to take it like a little bit at a time because I didn't want it to be too pigmented, and then it just ruined the whole eye look. So I'm taking this on a pointy crease brush, and I'm making sure to pull that color out to give more of a winged effect. So I'm not going to bring it up too high on my lid, but I am going to make sure that I'm following the tape and pulling it out as much as possible. You also want to make sure to pull that color into the crease, like more of like the crease outer V area, just to apply and have a little bit more definition there. So I'm going to really give that winged eyeliner effect because I'm not going to be applying any liquid eyeliner. Now I'm going back in with Dead Man's Toe and I'm going to be adding some more color, blending that out so it's not super harsh. So I'm going to be doing this back and forth off camera, but I didn't include it just to save some time. For this look, we are doing a cut crease, so I'm going to cut the crease and then I'm going to go in with the color Night of Frolic, and I'm going to be applying this right next to the black that's on our lid. So you want to just apply a generous amount of color here. This is more of a burgundy shade. I wanted to have like a reddish, purplish, black kind of look going on here. I feel like that was very witchy. So I'm applying this just to add a little bit of kind of like dimensional color onto this look, and you just want to apply this to about half of your lid space. Next, I'm taking the color Thackeray Bangs, and I'm applying this all over the lid. I did start applying this with this little flat shader brush that I always use to apply my shimmers, and it usually works for me, but with this color, as you can see, it's applying a little bit patchy with the brush. So later you're going to see me go in and try to apply it with my finger. I do recommend applying this color with your finger because it does just, you know, apply way better, saves a lot of time. So just a little heads up. Now I'm going to be taking that black and I'm going to be adding a little bit more color just so that way it, you know, we don't lose any of the depth or definition. The more eyeshadow that you apply and you blend it out, you do lose some pigmentation, so you're gonna have to go back in and out, especially when you want something that's a little bit more of a vampy look. Next, I'm taking Full Moon, and this is going to be our brow bone shade. I really wanted to go for like a matte brow bone because this is a glam witch, but she's still a witch nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have her with like a matte brow bone. I applied some of this Il Makiage pen liquid eyeliner. I did not wing it out. I just applied it to my lid, and that's it. Taking the Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara, I'm going to quickly coat my top lashes, and then we're going to move on to the face. Starting off with the face, I'm taking this Revolution Pigment Boost and applying this under my eyes. Honestly, in real life, it was looking like I had some dark circles, but on camera, I look fine. So maybe it's really just all in my head. But I'm applying this with my ring finger, taking the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation and mixing that with the Milani 2-in-1 Perfect Foundation to give me the perfect shade and color. And I'm using also this new e.l.f. Camo makeup sponge. I never was able to get my hands on it, but I really do love it. Not necessarily for the face, but more for the under eyes. And speaking of under eyes, I am going to be mixing the ColourPop No Filter Concealer and my e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer because, as you guys know, the ColourPop one is super bright. So I'm going to be mixing these two just to have a little bit of under eye brightness. And today we are going to cream contour. I haven't cream contoured in so long. I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Toast, and I'm going to be applying a little bit of this to the hollows underneath my cheekbones, just so that I have a little bit more of a definition, hollowed out, witchy type of vibe we got going on here. After I've set my face and blend everything out, I'm taking the Skinny Dip Super Cheek Shock, and I'm using this with the Gigi Gorgeous contour brush, and I'm going to be using this as my contour shade. I love this color. I love mixing this with the LA Girl Pro Concealer to contour. It just gives it the perfect definition. Love it. For blush today, I'm taking my e.l.f. blush palette. You guys know I love this palette. Whenever I wear this palette, I always start off with a terracotta shade first. And I just use this as like a base highlight because base blush. You guys know I love to mix blushes. Next, I'm taking this reddish plum color. And honestly, you guys, this color is so intense. But I really wanted to go for like that super Winifred cheek, that really cherry cheek. And, you know, use this sparingly. Take your time. Do not have too much on the brush. For highlight, I'm mixing Lunch Money and Wisp from ColourPop. I liked it, but then I was like, I need something that's more pink. So I took this velvet highlighter, and this is from AOA Studio, and as you can see, it's gorgeous. I started off applying this with a stippling brush because, as I said, it is a velour highlight, so it's like really creamy and crumbly, but it wasn't really picking up the way that I needed it to. Like, it wasn't given. So I went in with my finger, and again, it worked. So these are like super creamy highlight consistency. Like, I can't describe what it feels like, but it does feel like velour. But you have to be a little careful, as you guys are gonna see. It is a little chunky, like you see like I have a little chunk spots on my face, but they do blend out and melt. For setting spray, I'm taking the I Heart Revolution. This is the vanilla and coconut setting spray. I love it so much. It smells so good. And I kept this clip in it because I was just painting my face, but it's a moment though. Like, look at me. What I'm giving. Comment down below. Comment down below if I'm America's Next Top Model. For eyeliner, I'm taking the ColourPop color Sistas that is also in the collection. This is a metallic red, and I decided to go for a red just so that it kind of pops and has a little bit of like a color difference. They did have a purple eyeliner in this set as well, but I was like, let me be different, let me be bold. So we went for red eyeliner. To finish off the under eye, I am taking some of Tis Firm, and I'm only applying that halfway. And then I'm going to be taking the color Dead Man's Toe and applying that a little bit more into the inner corner just to smoke it out. But I did want like a darker looking under eye, like kind of smoky. Today's lashes are the Mink Label lashes in Icy Wifey. I love these because they're kind of like spiky looking. So I felt like it kind of made me look a little bit more intimidating, but still pretty, if you know what I mean. And And for today's lip, we are going bold. I really wanted to put this clip in because look at this lipstick, guys. It's so fire. So this is the color Sarah, and this is the lip kit that they have. It is a matching lip liner and cream lipstick. So pretty. Honestly, I was surprised that it matches my hair color perfectly. But yeah, I wish it was a little bit more burgundy for this look, but I still loved it nonetheless. Finally, I'm taking the glitter gel in Amok, and it's this gorgeous purple, I don't know, it's just like a lot going on. And I'm using this in the inner corner just to brighten it up, and that is the finished look, you guys. Alright, you guys, so this is going to be my final thoughts on the Hocus Pocus ColourPop collection that recently came out at the beginning of this month. But before I give you all of my final thoughts on, you know, the products, the consistency, and everything like that, first I do want to say that I feel like this look came out so bomb. Like, I kind of like picked out my colors that I wanted to use before I sat down to record. In my head, I was like, they're gonna go so nice together, but in real life, you rude ass phone. In real life, they look so perfect together. I just love the way that everything came together, the consistency of all of the shadows. But also I did pick up 2 other eyeliners and another glitter gel. So I got the eyeliner trio, but I only use the color Sisters today. But there's also Trick or Treat and Black Flame Candle. So I'm gonna quickly show you guys these. So this is Trick or Treat, and it's just like a really pretty purple, like just like a really pretty purple. I was surprised that the color Sisters is actually a metallic, but this one, it doesn't seem to be too metallic. Super pretty. And also these colors are really wearable. Like, they're purple and green, but these are really wearable, like waterline colors in my opinion. Black Flame Candle is green. I kind of gave that away. Black Flame Candle does have a little bit of like metallic sheen to it, which I love. Like, I'm not even big on wearing color or even putting anything in my waterline, but I'm trying to grow up. I'm trying to be more well-rounded as an MUA and give you guys full looks, you know what I mean? Not forgetting my brow bone color, not forgetting my inner corner highlight, you know, little stuff like that. But this is the other glitter gel. First of all, I love the packaging of all of this stuff. I used to have a black cat, so it's like, oh, having the black cat on the cap is so cute to me. But this is in the color Another Glorious Morning, which is like this super pretty champagne peachy color. Like, you guys, like, do you see that? First of all, what? And then it's like, I wasn't expecting these to be so big. Like, I've never gotten a glitter gel from ColourPop, but these are very big. Like, these are huge ass jars. A little bit does go a long way. It is a gel, so it's like, it basically, the product does a lot of the work for you. Like, you don't even really have to like do too much to get it on there. It sticks on its own, you know what I'm saying? But this is like a lot, and I think these were like $7. So if you guys can, I do know that the collection is now available at Ulta stores, so if you guys can, you know, get your hands on it. They also do have 2 other lippy kits. One of, I believe they're named after the sisters. Mine I have is Sarah, yeah, I love Sarah. Then they also have Winnie, and I don't know the other sister's name. Sarah, Winnie, I don't know. It's crazy. I was just watching the movie the other day. What the hell is her name? Anyways, it's not important. But if you like, you know, the other sisters, then you can get their lip kits as well. I felt like it was a little bit of an overkill to get all of the lippies because they're just different shades of red, and I don't even really wear color lipstick like that anymore, so I feel like it was a little wasteful. But yes, I am so happy with this look. I love how it turned out. The palette is perfect and amazing. Like, it's the perfect fall palette. When I first saw the palette, I was like, I really wish they would have went a little bit more like Halloween-esque. Like, I feel like they would have wish they would have went harder. But to be honest, like, the names were spot on. Like, they were very spot on to the movie. And also, like, I like that they give you shimmers, mattes, and you know, you do get like your basic browns and stuff like that in the palette as well. Honestly, a very well-rounded palette. 10 out of 10, would recommend. and definitely would do it again. This might be my like #1 fall palette because the colors are so bomb and they're like so pigmented. You guys already know ColourPop is that bitch, period. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this first ever Spooky Season the Glam Witch tutorial on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys are excited for more Spooky Season content. Comment down below what other things, creatures, monsters, fairies, I don't know, comment whatever is Halloween-esque that you want to see me do, because I am so here for it. I'm so here for Spooky Season and coming up with bomb-ass content for you guys to just sit back and enjoy. But yeah, please make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, and of course sharing this video to all of your loved ones, the bad bitches, the Halloween fanatics, whoever loves Hocus Pocus. Share this with them, and I'll see you guys in my next video.